Inspiring Exchange videos, and this is Nightmare House 2020 The Experiments Haunt Build Day 14. Today is October 27th. I know for a fact a bunch of stuff is going to be done today because Halloween is only 4 days away. Is it 4? 27, 28, 29, 30. Yeah, 4 days. 4 days until Halloween, so there's going to be a lot of stuff done today. I'm excited. Let's get this show on the road. Alright, so I've got the basis for the toe-tagged table done. Obviously you're not going to be able to see this. I'm going to cover this up with a tablecloth, a white one, or green, or some kind of color that looks like it would be the color of a table in a lab. And then these boxes are just here to hold it up. These boxes and totes. So those will not be seen because the tablecloth's going to cover it, so it's just going to look like a table, of course. Same thing I did with this one. And essentially same thing I did with the one over here, though this one doesn't have a tablecloth, it just has this tin thing to cover the top of the actual table. But it's essentially the same thing that I'm going to do with this. So toe tag's going to go here, and I think he should look pretty cool there because it's the alien room and he's an alien, so I think he should look pretty cool. He's going to be an animatronic toe tag, the other toe tag's not going to be used as an animatronic. This is the same thing I'm doing in the autopsy room with this table. I just gotta find a top for this table. I don't know what I'm gonna use for the top of it. I've gotta find something for that. And then it's gonna be the same thing. That's why I have this box here, because it's gonna go on the box, and then the top's gonna go on top of that, and then it's gonna have a tablecloth or something to cover that. So that's best way to do makeshift tables when you don't have any tables. So this was a good idea I came up with. Since I'm using one toe tag as a human, one as an alien, I used the other toe tag's human sheet to cover the table, and it works well, very well, except for it doesn't reach all the way down there. So I'm not sure what I'm going to do about that yet, though I think this is a good start. That way I don't have to buy another tablecloth or another sheet or something. This is definitely a good start, I'd say, though I do need to figure out how in the world I'm going to cover that. Alright, so first off, let's start with the least eventful thing that's been done. I moved the diagram from there to there. I just wanted to show that I did that, but not really anything special. One of the most eventful things is this pole has been put up. Here's the first pole. Obviously, I don't need as many poles this year as normal, especially last year. Last year, had to have a lot of poles because the poles obviously hold up the outer wall, the outdoor walls, and since last year was a farm theme, it had to be almost entirely outdoors other than the barn and the sawmill. But this year, since it's a laboratory and laboratories are mostly indoor structures, I don't really need any outdoor parts. I only have 2 outdoor parts, and well, I guess you could say 3 in a way, but these poles are just going to be here to block off the rest of the yard from those. So this old wheelbarrow, okay, this is really helpful because we're using this for a few things. First off, we took this apart. This is going to be the top of the UFO, the dome. Now, you're probably like, how's that going to look like a UFO dome? Well, here's the thing, because it goes kind of flat at the bottom there. That's going to be the part that's crashed into the ground. And then the top where it curves is going to be the part where the actual dome is. So it's going to be slanted, crashed into the ground like the UFO. So like that. Also, it's obviously going to be painted. It's going to have some clear plastic stuff put on it. That way it'll look like it's a glass thing. It'll look cool when we're done. Over here, this is a piece of the wheelbarrow that I decided to, and obviously ignore the barn thing, that's from last year, of course. I just use it to put stuff on that I need to spray paint because we don't need that anymore. But this thing is a piece of the wheelbarrow, and this is just going to go on Rusty's back, kind of create more type of mechanical parts and components to him, just give him more detail, and I think that should definitely look cool. So here's Levitator Girl on the autopsy table. I just made it out of totes and stuff, and I covered it with tablecloth, though I'm not even sure if I need that tablecloth because she kind of covers it with her own sheet, so I might be able to use that tablecloth somewhere else in all honesty, but I'll figure that out. What I do want to do though is I want to have another table next to it that's going to have like scalpels and tools and stuff on it to signify that's an autopsy table, so I'm going to have to do that, and I might need the tablecloth for that. Okay, so I flipped Levitator around, and so you can see her face better. I think it's better that way. Though it would be kind of weird if she was the only one in this room having her flip this way. I decided I'm not going to put the human toe tagged on the roof, because I feel like he won't even be noticed there. I think it'll be even better if I just make a form of a body and put that on the roof instead of the toe tagged, and instead put the human toe tagged right here. I think that'll be better to have him in the autopsy room. I think that should look pretty creepy, because typically in autopsy rooms you would have one body going one way, one the other way. I think that'll look cool, and I'm excited for that. I'm just hoping that I'll still have room to put the scalpel table right there. I think I will. It's just going to have to be kind of thin, but I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I definitely like this better, this setup better of having two in this room. I like that. And then I'm going to hang a flickering light from up there, so this should be a pretty creepy scene. Also, there's going to be, this is also connected to the whole scene here, and so the black light that's going to be illuminating this scene will also seep into here, and they will both be extremely blacklight reactive because they're white cloth, so that should be pretty cool. I'm excited for this scene. I didn't think much of it at first. I was like, oh, it's just going to be a cool little scene in the haunt, but it's not going to be a great one. I'm starting to rethink that, because I think this is already turning out pretty creepy, and I like it. Alright, so let me show you. The steampunk lab is almost complete. We've got 2 gears hung. Now this gear I think is going to actually be cut out in the middle, because I didn't know that my mom was planning to do that. She said she was, so I'm going to have her do that, because this one looks a lot better because it's cut out in the middle, but they definitely stay together well, and they also fit in between the grooves perfectly for each other. Ooh, if I position them right, but that makes me really happy. They definitely look good on the wall there. I like it a lot. There's going to be one more added right down there somewhere. And then over here, as you can see, I brought out Sewer Varmint finally, so there he is in his spot. I think he looks pretty good right there. And then over here, we've got, I finally put food coloring in the test tubes and stuff. So we have purple, blue, and green, and then there's a tube going from the green to the purple, which I think looks pretty cool. On Halloween night, dry ice will be placed in these because it's only going to last through Halloween night. I'm not going to put it in before then, but dry ice is going to be placed in these so that they'll be kind of misting throughout the night to look like there's some concoctions going on in there. I think that should look pretty cool. But yeah, I kind of want to rearrange this. That's alright, that's good. I'm going to move this over. Move this over just a little bit. Make this look better. I don't know, I'm kind of fine with... I don't know what I want to do here. I don't know how I had it before, that's the issue. I moved it around a little bit, and I don't know how I had it before, and I don't know if I liked it better before or how it is now. Whatever. This is a pretty cool little area. This desk area is basically done unless I find some more stuff for it. But yeah, I like it. Alright, so as you can see here, some new poles are put in for the outer walls. Now all the poles are up, which is awesome. So we got that one. Hoping these walls will go up tomorrow. That'd be cool. We got that one. And then we got this one. So that's pretty awesome that those are up. Now I'm going to show over here. Hey, Sparky. Kitty. So over here is the autopsy room completed, which I don't know if I'm happy with it or not. A lot of people on Instagram have told me it looks great, but I still don't know because Wimless Jim, I don't know if I want him over. It's just, there's just too much going on in this scene in my opinion, but I guess I'll keep it like this because a lot of people said they like it. But you've got this light up here, which I don't even know if I'll turn on because it's sound activated, which is really stupid. But yeah, you got that. Then you got a table here with a saw, a syringe, and then a tooth thing, just because it looks like some kind of medical thing. Well, I mean it is, but it's for dentists. Then you've got scissors, and then the heart in the jar I moved over to here because I thought it was more fitting. And then you've got Levitator Girl, of course. And right here you've got toe-tagged human form, which does not work. This is Mac's version. It does not work. Found that out tonight. Now, he's either going to stay here or go on the roof. I don't know. It just feels like there's way too much going on in this scene, and I'm not happy with that. I don't like it. Because you've got this side, too. So, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this, but let's have this be my thumbnail regardless. But yeah, like I said, I'm not sure how I feel about this, especially since the thing I'll show you in a second, I got alien toe tag set up. I hate setting up these toe tag corpses. Because the Velcro, obviously we all know toe tag's a very awful design prop, just like Area 31 capsule. But the problems with the durability are so bad because they decided Velcro's a good idea. Velcro is never a good idea because it comes off. And it's happened, of course. It came off. Did that years ago. Actually did that the first year I got it, I think. It came off. But I still love toe tag. I think it's a great prop. But the Velcro always comes off, so the feet always have to hang down because they don't have enough strength to hold them up unless they're laying on a flat surface. And my table cannot be that long or people won't be able to get through. So you've got his feet kind of dangling down. But along with that, I don't know. I have no clue how to attach the Velcro to the frame. I never have been able to figure that out. Like, it says to attach it to the bottom of the frame. Like, where? Well, there's no Velcro strips that attach to each other to go to that. I don't know, it's frustrating. He's like one of the most frustrating props ever, along with Area 31 capsule, yet they are two of my favorites of modern Spirit years. So, like, kind of sucks that two of my favorites are, like, so bad quality. But, yeah. Alien toe tagged is here. But, this one's actually going to be used on, so that worries me because I don't want him to fall apart when he lifts himself up. So we'll see how he holds up, we'll see how that works out. But that's another reason I'm not sure if I want the other toe tagged static over here, because, I mean, two toe tags, one room apart from each other, I don't know. If not, the other toe tag's going on the roof. But we figured you can't really tell what it is on the roof. It might be best to just keep it in the autopsy room. I mean, I might as well just keep it here. I've already got it here. But yeah, there's been a lot of stuff done today, and I'm happy about that. A lot of stuff has been done. So the alien room is almost finished. Not entirely. Obviously, I need lighting. I need lighting in most of these scenes still. Also, the fog is probably going to be coming out of Area 31 capsule, the fog that supplies the fog to this whole scene, well, not this whole building, because he's kind of in the middle of the building. It's kind of, well, I'd say that's more middle, but, you know, he's kind of in the middle room of this whole building, so the fog will be able to go spread out throughout the whole building, which I think would be cool. So you got that going on there, the whole alien room, looking good. I don't know what I'm going to do with Spasm. I don't know where I'm going to put him. He might go in the steampunk lab, though I wasn't going to do that because he looks a lot more sci-fi like because of the straitjacket. I feel like he could still work in the steampunk lab, so he might go in there. So, I'm happy with all the progress that was made today. Toe Tag Corpse, both versions are set up. I'm just hoping that this one will not fall apart when I get it turned on. And then I'm still torn on whether I like this one here or not. It's complicated. I don't know. I don't know if I like it here. You could say it's good. This might actually be a good thumbnail, this angle. A lot of people say it's good, but I'm not entirely sure because of the fact that the other toe tags on the other side of the wall, and though they're both, one's human, one's alien, one's moving, one's not, it just bothers me a bit, and the fact that it just makes a lot more stuff going on in this scene, because this is all one scene. The autopsy room is just another portion of the whole experimentation room, so I don't know. I don't say it's bad at all. I think it still looks cool. It just kind of bothers me a little bit. Parts of it bother me. But yeah, that's that. I think it'll still work. I do like how his feet dangle. I do actually like that a lot, how his feet are dangling. I don't like it too much on the alien one because I really want people to be able to see the alien feet good, but I do like it on the other one. Though the alien one, he's holding up in the best way that he can. Let's hope he stays holding up when he activates, because that's a worry there that he'll fall apart, and then I don't want to have to try to fix him over and over again. I'm worried about that, but yeah, I'm also worried because this is a very thin path here. It's a very, very thin pathway to walk through. That worries me a bit because it's very thin because of the table here. So I'm just going to hope that no one bumps into it and they'll be fine. I'm only taking one group in at a time because of the virus, so I can keep a close eye on them, make sure they don't trip or anything. I think things will be fine. It's not too tight of a space, but it's a little tight. So, there you have that. And quite a lot of stuff done today. So my plan for tomorrow, hopefully my mom will get the rest of those experiment diagrams done. I'm thinking about getting the rest of the steampunk lab done, of course, getting those last few gears put up, and then getting the cages put around the cat and maniac. And then varmints in his place, all of that's there, so that's literally all that needs to be done there. Of course, audio and fog is still a thing, but I'm not counting that when I'm talking about, you know, getting a scene done, because that only takes a moment. So, I plan to get that done tomorrow. Then also these walls. If these walls can go up tomorrow, that'd be really cool. And then, let's see, what else would there be? Finally getting this wall up so I can put Eddie in his spot, and I could put the high voltage fuse box in its spot. And if you want to know what I mean by that, because I'm not talking about high voltage, I'm talking about this fuse box. It's going to go by Eddie. And then these wires are going to be hung in that room too. And then hopefully we can get the plant done tomorrow. Progress was made on it today, but I'm just not going to show it because I don't really feel a need to. Oh yeah, I forgot to show something else. My dad painted that wheelbarrow. That's going to be the dome on the alien spacecraft. I'm also going to put clear plastic on it to make it look like, you know, glass. But that's going to, obviously it's going to look like it's crashed into the ground. That's why it's only half. So I think that'll work fine. Also, I hope to get the greenhouse roof on tomorrow. That'd be really good if I could get that done tomorrow. And you know, I really do hope. One thing I really hope for. I hope to mix the fog sense tomorrow so I can get that checked off my list. And then maybe put some speakers in their spots, because that would be good to get checked off. But I don't know. That's unlikely. I hope to fix the lighting in here to have that black light more secure. And plug in the stuff that needs to be plugged in here. And then move on to the alien scene. I hope to get the electricity done, the electrical outlets and stuff done in this scene, and this scene tomorrow. I don't think I'll get this one done tomorrow because Miss Mercy still has to go in here, and I still haven't even hung the black light. I don't even know where I'm going to hang it. So, but if I can get the electrical stuff done all in the containment unit tomorrow, that would be pretty awesome. Now, one thing I want to point out that I noticed, which I think is going to save me a lot of lighting and time, and a lot of cords, because otherwise I'd need to run cords all through here. Instead of putting a spotlight on the UFO or a floodlight, because the UFO goes here, instead of putting one here and needing to run cords all around, I can change the lights in these floodlights on the backyard on the day of Halloween to be a green one shining at the UFO, because you can position them however you want. So I could just position a green one shining that way. This, I don't know if I'll do that though, because I still need some wires over there for fog and sounds, so I don't even know if I'll do that. It might not even be worth it. But I know that this one is absolutely going to help me a lot. I'm going to put a purple one in there and shine it at this area. Shine it at the fence area, which I might actually just shine this one at the fence area too, so it has one illuminating the front of the fence and what's behind the fence. I think that might be a good idea. Also, this one right here, I can position to go right there so it's shining at the containment unit sign, because that's where the sign's going to be. So I think that'll save me quite a bit of lighting, it'll save me quite a bit of extension cords, and it will save me quite a bit of time. So I'm excited that I actually thought about that. I mean, it's a very simple thing to think, but I wasn't thinking about it before, because since we use those lights as work lights, that's typically all I think about them like. But then I thought, oh, I can just change the colors, change the color of the lights, and that would work. So that's what I'm gonna do. I think that'll save me a lot of time, a lot of lights, and a lot of electrical stuff. So that is that for day 13 or 14, I'm not sure which, of Nightmare House 2020 The Experiments haunt build. Stay tuned for tomorrow, where so much more will be done, because we are in the last 3 days until Halloween. So a lot of stuff is going to be done. I know I said I was going to try to have this done by the 30th so Asher and Mac could come. But I'm thinking, I told Asher and Max that it might be best off for them to come the 1st, because then they'll definitely see it done. So I think they're going to come November 1st instead. So I'll have it done the 30th still, so I can just focus on the outdoor display on the 31st leading up to opening. But I don't have to have it done in the morning on the 30th now, so that's a good thing. So we'll see what happens. We'll see what we get done and how fast we get things done. But this haunt is getting in its final stages. I would say we're about 70% done now, which is great. And I'm excited, so I hope you all enjoyed, and I hope you're excited to see this haunt when it's fully completed, which I will. When it is fully completed, I will not make a build on it fully completed, of course, because that's spoiling it, but you'll obviously see the walkthroughs. Also, this year I plan to do, of course, my normal daytime and nighttime walkthroughs, but I also plan to do a cinematic walkthrough, because a lot of people have actually asked me to do that. So I thought, you know what, why not? Because cinematic walkthroughs are cool. I just typically don't do them because I don't like them too much, because it doesn't show what the haunt is actually like. Because it doesn't show the real audio in the haunt. I mean, it does, but you don't get to experience what the haunt is actually like. It makes it seem more cinematic than what a normal guest walking through it would be, whereas raw footage is a lot more down to earth and real to what the haunt is. But that's why I'm still going to do my daytime and nighttime along with the cinematic, so you could expect all 3 of those. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed this haunt build video. Sorry for my rambling. I hope you all enjoyed. Keep howling the moon, my werewolves.
See you next time, friendy.